welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided to film a bit of a chatty tutorial because the last time I did one of these I felt really good after it because I felt like I just talked it all out. I don't really know what I'm going to be calling this look because I don't really know what it's going to turn out like, but it's definitely going to be a really glowy, summery, easy wearable makeup look. So I'm going to start off with my skin first, and the first thing I'm going to use is the Smashbox primer water. I love this stuff. I always spray too much than I'm supposed to on my face. For my base, I'm going to be mixing my foundation with this Body Shop Vitamin C Instant Glow Enhancer. I have been using this a heck of a lot recently, and I really like the way that this just makes my skin glow. Sometimes I feel like I can wear this with just concealer alone. Because it is a summer look, I'm actually going to be adding a tinted moisturiser into this, and this is the NARS Radiant Tinted Moisturiser. Forgot to wet my beauty blender, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna add probably the same amount of tinted moisturiser as the Vitamin C Glow Enhancer. So it's got a really weird like orange look to it. And it looks a bit weird. You can definitely see splodges of orange right now, but I promise you it will all be gone once it's all blended in. For like summertime, I'm a bit like, I like my skin to just be really glowy. I don't like my skin to look like I'm wearing loads of makeup. By the way, have you guys noticed? I always wear grey. I am obsessed with the colour grey, like it's definitely become my favourite colour. I feel like the older I've gotten, I'm just drawn towards whites, greys, khakis and blacks. Like that is my staple. The doorbell, I'll be back. I'm back. I ordered some protein pasta from Amazon and that's just come. So I seriously love how my skin just looks like skin. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing anything on it. Oh my god! I'm so out of breath just coming up the stairs. I like to really like blend the product into my skin. And the good thing about the beauty blender is that not only does it help blend the product on your skin, but it picks up any excess product that you have. So it makes you look really airbrushed. And it doesn't make you look like you've caked on loads of makeup. What is going on right here? Like, what is this? Now that my base is done, I am going to do my brows. I'm gonna speed this bit up because you guys have seen me do my brows like 1,000,001 times. But yeah, I'll leave a link to my eyebrow tutorial in the info box. Brows done. Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer on them. I'm gonna use my NYX Conceal Correct Contour palette just to clean up a little bit of my brows. I'm only gonna do the bottom bit. I'm not gonna clean up the top. Okay, brows done, and I'm definitely going to make my eyes quite glowy. So I'm going to add Too Faced Shadow Insurance onto my eyelids. For like day-to-day wear, I don't really wear eyeshadow just because I like to leave that for special occasions. So for today, I am going to be using lots of highlighter and just contouring the eye. So I'm going to contour the eye first. And I'm going to use this Body Shop bronzer with a fluffy brush. So this is the Sigma E40, and I'm just going to run this along the crease of my eye. And this will just give it a really nice kind of 3D effect to it. It basically helps your eyes not look really flat. It kind of gives it a little bit of dimension. And I'm running this up kind of in this corner here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that in like this, and a little bit on the sides of my nose. Same thing on the other eye. I'm just looking at my battery sign like on my camera, and there's 2 bars left, so hopefully I can get this tutorial done in 2 bars. Let's see. Now I'm going to add some highlighter to the kind of brow bone area. The highlighter that I think I'm going to use is one of my favourite highlighters, if I can find it. This is the Topshop Glow highlighter in the shade Polished, and it is Such a beautiful highlighter. But what I'm going to be doing is just using this on my eyes, but I am going to layer highlighters for the rest of my face. I am just going to start adding this. It's like mega highlighted right here. It's almost like an iridescent highlighter. And now what I'm going to do is go back with the Sigma brush and just make sure everything is nice and blended. I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter in the inner corners, but we're going to do that after I've done my concealer, because I don't want the concealer to be all like mixed up in with the highlighter. So for concealer, oh actually let me just set my brows, I forgot to do that. This is the Brow Drama that I'm using just to set the hairs in place. So for concealer, I want to use something quite light. I feel like I'm going to use the Maybelline Anti-Age Eye Eraser Eye. I can never get this concealer name right. I'm always making up names for it. I'm going to highlight the usual areas of my face. I love doing this because that way it makes my skin look not flat. It gives my skin like dimension. I'm going to do the usual. I'm going to add this on. Don't twist this bad boy. Okay, I'm gonna add this on to my, I don't know why I'm using this mirror. I have this massive mirror like right here. Okay, I'm gonna add this onto my under eyes. And whenever I put concealer on camera, it looks like I'm putting crap loads of product on my face, but this concealer is so lightweight that I feel like I always need to put a little bit more on, but I always go and blend it all out at the end, like really, really well, because I just don't like too much product sitting on my face. Add a little bit on my chin and on my Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to blend this all away just using my beauty blender. I feel like my life was a little bit more complete when I found this concealer again, because I've been looking for it for ages. And every single time I went to Boots or Superdrug, it was sold out. So I finally found it the other day when I did a massive Boots shop. I went in for deodorant and I came back with like £70 worth of shopping. Hashtag Boots problems, because I'm sure we've all been there. Okay, I think I've blended that all in. Now I'm going to set all of those areas with some powder, and the powder that I'm going to use is the Soap and Glory Kick Ass powder. I'm going to grab my Zoeva Luxe Face Focus Brush and just tap that into my skin. This is a lot lighter than the banana powder, so I quite like using this for daytime because it does kind of set the areas that you want setting. Okay, concealer is done, so now I'm going to add some highlight into the inner corners of my eyes. And I feel like I need something which is like bam in your face, so I'm going to use a bit of the Mary Loumanizer, and this is like the most amazing highlighter ever. So I'm going to add a little bit of that on with a pencil brush. Actually, what I am going to do, I'm going to spray my brush first so it picks up a lot more pigmented productness. I just sprayed it with my Smashbox primer water, and then now I'm just going to add it into the inner corners. And I just find that this kind of brightens up the whole eye area. And you want to make sure it's nice and blended so it doesn't have any like crazy harsh edges going on. Ta-da! We have light. I'm going to add lashes, but I rarely kind of wear lashes, but recently I have been obsessed with these red cherry wispy lashes. I feel like I forgot to link this in my monthly vlog, but these are the eyelashes that I've been loving. They look so natural but so fluttery. They're perfect for summer and spring. So I'm going to put some mascara on first. Mascara I'm going to be using is none other than the Lash Sensational Mascara from Maybelline. And I'm going to pop, not like crazy amounts of this because the lashes are going to add a lot of length, but enough so that they will blend into those lashes. The reason why I love those lashes so much, they are, I'm not kidding you, like less than £3 or something like that, or £3.20. I got mine from Amazon, so I'll leave the link to it in the info box below because they are incredible. Every single time I've worn them, people have been like, oh my god, are your eyelashes real or something? Because they look amazing, and I'm like, it's red cherry. I wish I had eyelashes that amazing. I find with this mascara, I sometimes don't even need to curl my lashes because it like really like lifts them all up. I'm gonna let my eyelashes set for a bit because I don't like putting my eyelashes on straight after because I find that the mascara just goes everywhere. I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face. But for contour, because you know I can't live without the contour, I am gonna use, what am I gonna use? I will use... For contour, I found the product that I want to use, and it is this Topshop Contour Cream in the shade Sweep. I'm going to use the Real Techniques 301 contour brush, and I'm going to put this into the product and then press this kind of into where my cheekbones would be. I'm just going to blend this out with this Motives brush. I feel like if you are just getting into contouring, definitely skip cream contour because it will just confuse the heck out of you. You want to go for something which is easy, something like a powder contour. I'm just going to add a little bit around my forehead and adding a little bit on my chin. Put a little bit of this primer water on my brush, and then I'm just going to blend all of this into the skin. I'm gonna just set all of that in place. My god, my lips are so dry. I'm gonna add some lip balm on. I'm gonna put a little bit of the LipGlam on because my lips are so dry, and this stuff is incredible. I'm gonna actually use one of my favorite drugstore bronzers, if I can get it out. I used to use this a heck of a lot last year, and it's the L'Oreal Glam Bronze in the shade 06. I think this is the darkest colour that there is, but I just really like it because it's not too warm, it's not too kind of muddy looking. And I'm just going to put that on top of the areas that I contoured. I wish I was this bronze in real life. I feel like I wish I had like a 24/7 tan just to make me look a little bit healthier. Nice and bronzed. I'm just going to add a little bit to the sides here so it's not looking like broken up. I'm just going to blend all of the contour and all of that with this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm going to use this Zoeva Luxe Cheek Finish. And I'm just going to blend all of the colours together. You can use a clean brush to do this, but I like adding just a little bit of, like literally just that, of product on my face, just to kind of make sure everything's set in place and that it's not going to budge anywhere. Ta-da! I feel like I need to deepen up the contour a little bit, so I'm using this Makeup Revolution eyeshadow in Mocha Love, and I'm going to add the tiniest bit and just concentrate that kind of towards my ear, so it just deepens it up a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit more of contour down the sides of my nose. The next thing I'm going to do is add highlighter, which is like my favorite part. I am going to use MAC's pigment in the shade Vanilla. I am going to use it with a Real Techniques setting brush. The name has rubbed off of here, but let's go with setting brush. I'm tapping off any excess. I'm adding this to the tops of my cheeks. Let's blend that out. Might need to add a little bit more onto the next cheek. Oh, it just is such a gorgeous highlight shade. I'm going to add a little bit just on the tops of my, what are these? Eyebrows. Just so that if it hits the light, you just get this slight amount of highlight. Sometimes I feel like I'm the worst person at describing things. And a little bit just between my brows. And like slightly on the top part of my nose. And then a little bit on my chin. And Cupid's bow. For the cheeks, I'm going to be using this Soap and Glory Glow All Out, which is beautiful. It looks really good with a highlighter. You can actually use it as a highlighter, but I've been putting it on my cheeks and I love it. The blusher brush I'm going to use is this Sculpting brush by Real Technique. And it kind of makes the highlighter go from like gold to like a rosy pinky colour. It's really gorgeous. So I'm just going to finish my eyes off. First I'm going to tightline my eyes using Perversion by Urban Decay because this stuff is incredible and it just does not budge. Now I'm going to put my lashes on. I will probably do this off screen because I go so close to my mirror. These are the lashes. They are beautiful. And the glue that I'm using is just some Urban Decay glue that I got in some lashes. I love eyelash glue, which is like a hint of blue. If you guys know where I can get like a full-on massive pot of it or if you know any brands that sell it, then please let me know because I am on the lookout. Just waiting for this to dry. And what I like to do with my lashes is I like to pull them straight and then put them on in the middle and then cup like the edges into the lashes. Oh yes, these lashes are just something else. I'll put a close-up of my eye in because this is just ridiculous. Like, I love you guys so much. I've got 1 bar left on my battery. Let's see if I can do this, guys. I feel like the most important part about putting your eyelashes on is making sure that your eyelashes are really like pinched in together with the lash strip. Doing it this way makes it last really long and there's like less chances of your eyelashes like pinging off on the ends because we don't want any of that. I'm going to get a little bit of the contour shade and just run that along the bottom of my lash line. Just really, really slightly. I just find doing this just completes the look. It doesn't make it look really off balanced. It balances like the top part of your eyes and the bottom part of your eyes. And you guys know I love like flicking that up a little bit just so that it doesn't stop. It kind of blends in really well. I'm going to add a little bit of the same mascara onto my bottom lashes. One last step for the eyes. I'm going to add a little bit of this Charlotte Tilbury nude eyeliner on. Now just onto the lips. I need to pick a super summery colour. So I'm going to go mega, mega bright and I'm going to go for... I'm going to mix 2 colours together. I'm going to use Unapologetic, which is a Revlon matte lip balm. And then Unapologetic by Topshop, which is a really nice muted rosy colour. Actually, I'm going to take my lip balm off because I feel like this is really nice and matte. Oh yeah, this is definitely summery and bright. Oh my god, why have I not worn this colour enough? Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to mix the 2 colours together. I'm going to leave it as this. Now I'm just going to quickly line my lips using Sword just to kind of define the shape. I'm going to use the same NYX palette, the concealer and corrector palette, just to tidy up just around the edges of my lips. So you guys, this is the... making sure I have no lipstick on my teeth. This is the final look. I love how this look turned out because I feel like it's so daytime and nighttime wearable. I just really like this fun, fresh, summery, spring, glowy makeup look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I will leave all of the links somewhere around here and also in the info box below. But until next time guys, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!